What's up guys, Houndish here, and today we're jumping in with a very quick Destiny 2 news update, and this one is about Crimson Days 2020. So of course, if you don't already know, Crimson Days is Destiny 2's Valentine's event, focused around the Crimson Doubles PvP mode. Crucible does tend to be the core focus of the event, and for veteran players this one will kind of run in a similar format to Crimson Days events that we've seen in the past, but with the introduction of at least a couple of new rewards. So we're going to jump in, talk about the new trailer, the reveal for the event, a special Bungie reward associated with it, and generally what we know about Crimson Days for this year. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, but now let's get straight into it. I think we should start out by playing the new trailer for the event, so here it is in full.
Crimson Days. We use these holidays to honor friendship, camaraderie, love. For those of us lucky enough to find it. With your partner at your side, nothing, no one can stop you. If anyone ever asks you who brought you two together, you tell them it was me.
Of course, Shaxx and Morro sitting in a tree is the main feature that we actually get inside of the trailer here, but otherwise we can see Guardians decked out in the Crimson colours, with new Crimson Days ornaments and things like that. So when we jump to the Crimson Days press release, of course it is a free event for all Destiny 2 players, and since we began to explore the colonies, no Guardian has triumphed alone, and once again, the time has come to recognise the bond that Guardians share on the battlefield. Meet with Lord Shaxx in the tower and feel the fire of camaraderie that only Crimson Days can stoke. And so for activities, two Guardians standing together in the face of insurmountable odds, Shaxx invites you to revel in the glory of a legendary standoff during a match of Crimson Doubles. This unique event challenges you and your partner to fight as one. Will you celebrate victory together or mourn defeat alone? Savage line there from Bungie, but of course it sounds like Crimson Doubles is going to be the key focus, and that's the 2v2 kind of skirmish match format game modes that we have for Crimson Days. There will be sweet loot, so the bonds between Guardians are eternal, but Crimson Days also brings loot to fall in love with, including a ghost shell, ornament, emote, and a pair of sparrows that are meant for one another. All Shaxx asks for in return is your heart. And of course it looks like Shaxx is going to be the main vendor for this event. We do know from the database that it looks like we'll be picking up the 2 exotic sparrows, actually as part of some kind of quest, so hopefully that ghost shell, ornament, and the pair of sparrows as well as the emote are kind of going to be featured items that Shaxx has in his inventory. And it also looks like that would include the Vow. And of course that is the featured weapon that we had last year, so not sure if it'll be updated or anything like that, or whether it'll just be an additional opportunity to get different rolls of it. But of course if you never got the Vow in the last event, then on top of the cosmetics and things like that it looks like Shaxx will have, we will still indeed be able to get the Vow bow. We can also see in the database for some of the bounties and requirements associated with Crimson Days that the Candy Hearts currency that we had in the previous event is going to feature in this one as well, so it looks like we get Candy Hearts dropped by running various different activities, especially Crimson Days or Crimson Doubles, and then that's kind of the main currency that we're likely to trade with Shaxx to pick up any of the items that he has. Also that Crimson bounty for the week does list double XP right there, which is going to be pretty useful. But then of course, there will also be Eververse items, so they say fan the flames of Crimson Days with a weapon ornament, something special for your ghost, and even a heartfelt emote made for 2. And so there will be dedicated Eververse items for Crimson Days, and it looks like the new Crimson Shell will indeed be one of those items. It's a pretty cool looking ghost shell right there. But outside of all of that, it also looks like we're going to get an emblem via Bungie rewards. So they say you fought, you've triumphed, and you've done heart-shaped donuts in the hangar with your new sparrow, which by the way, if they now do not let us actually get on a sparrow and do heart-shaped donuts in the hangar, then I believe it to be a severe misstep, but back to the point, via the Bungie rewards page, we are going to be able to unlock a special emblem for the event, but Bungie haven't actually put the requirements for that emblem up yet, so that's something to stay tuned for, an additional emblem drop that you can get by meeting a special requirement in the Bungie rewards tab. And then otherwise really, they show off a bunch of screenshots of Guardians inside of Crimson Doubles, so we can see the typical Crimson Days colours, and I'm assuming that those are the existing Crimson Days shaders we've got in the game. We've also got the Crimson Shell once again here, and a better look at the exotic sparrows in action in the European Dead Zone. So that's pretty cool, but in addition to this, we can also see the tower decked out in the typical Crimson getup, even with that tower obelisk bang in the middle. So, of course, these two events both the Empyrean Foundation and Crimson Days are actually overlapping each other. And so basically, we'll have items in Eververse, but we're also going to have the Vow back, and then items that come from Lord Shaxx. Either quest items like the exotic sparrows that we can see, or items that we'll get by trading in confectionery hearts dropping throughout the event. And basically that sums it up, so let us know what you think. Obviously, very basic, and definitely has that same format to what we saw in last year's event. But there are some additional drops to pick up, and so I'll definitely jump in to grab those, and maybe a decent roll on that Vow bow. But if you guys have enjoyed the video, a rating below very much helps me out. If you're new to the channel, be sure to get subscribed so I can keep you up to date with everything related to the game. But otherwise, thanks as always for tuning in, and whatever you guys get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.